Stephen Shipley. Plays it to Ryan Strome. Good move by Ryan Strome. Strome, oh, what a move! Oh, what a goal! Ryan Strome opens the scoring.
It's hard to believe that Copps Coliseum is approaching 30 years old. First event was in 1985, and the doors opened with hopes of an NHL dream. That dream seems to have died, but there's a lot of people still kicking tires around Hamilton and see it as a viable sports market. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, the Hamilton Tiger Cats are without a stadium this year. Their new one will not open for another year. They'll be up in Guelph this year. How will that affect the team? We've got lots to talk about. We'll take a look at hockey, basketball, baseball, and a whole lot more as we analyze Hamilton as a sports town next on the broadcast booth. A couple of weeks ago, the story broke that the National Basketball League of Canada was looking at Copps Coliseum as a possible destination to host a pro team in Hamilton. How long has it been since a professional basketball team has been in Hamilton? Well, this hat was one of its cornerstone marketing items. Neon pink, the early 90s. We will take a look at whether or not pro basketball can survive in Hamilton next on the broadcast booth with Steve Clark.
Here's Jesse Graham. Going Strome and Ritchie behind everybody, and now Shifley with a chance breaking it. Follow-up hole, and Ritchie was back-checking. And now Ritchie is on his horse. A 3-on-2 short-handed. Graham Strome. Oh, what a save by Fortinos!
Concussions have been something of an epidemic in hockey, felling the game's big stars such as Claude Giroux of the Philadelphia Flyers and, of course, the poster boy for hockey, Sidney Crosby of the Pittsburgh Penguins. But it's not just hockey that concussions have impacted. It's all over sport. Here at McMaster University, 2 varsity athletes playing basketball have been forced to retire due to post-concussion syndrome. Rebecca Rui, a McMaster women's basketball player, played her last game in March 2010 at the CIS Championships against Laval. She had 2 years of eligibility remaining in her varsity career. Scott Britton started his varsity career as an NCAA scholarship athlete at Boston University before continuing his studies at McMaster University. He had suffered 10 concussions in his career and had his future pro career hopes derailed. He was hoping to play pro basketball in Europe. And welcome back to the broadcast booth on Cable 14, along with Scott Radley, Hamilton Spectator sports columnist, host of the Sports Lounge on CHML, Doug Farraway, sports media veteran. I'm Steve Clark, and the one thing I have noticed throughout this show, we've talked about 3 things, guys. The OHL, the AHL, and the CFL and Ticats and Guelph. And Doug, you said you don't want to go to any one of those things. So I think my goal in this segment is to get you to go to a sporting event that involves Hamilton.
Turn the page on the Golden Streak, you turn the page on the power play drought, and you can really focus on hockey. And you also turn the page on this game now because you know you've got an important game coming up in less than 24 hours.
You believe what was on How I Met Your Mother, the show a couple of weeks ago, where they had a map of Hamilton, and they said it's just outside of Guelph. So there's a natural transition that's there, and we will make a natural transition. And when we come back, we will talk about some other sporting franchises that have succeeded in Hamilton to a certain extent and also have not had a whole lot of success as we continue our focus on Hamilton, the sports town. You're watching the broadcast booth with Steve Clark on Cable 14.